Yeah, so just like one quick announcement before we start. Today during break we're gonna go students first. I don't know if there's a sophomore speech. If there's a sophomore speech, and then cool.
Alright, so what we have here is what we wish we we were supposed to have jars today for the Penny Wars. We're officially kicking it off today. And instead we have these placeholders.
We just love recycling. So
Exactly.
we're using these as placeholders for right now. We will be getting actual penny jars for the 8th and 9th graders. Penny Wars is a thing we do every single year. It's kind of like our Kickstarter campaign for a charity that our General Student Council has decided upon. This year it is going to be...
This year's going to be, so there was a food bank that burned down in Salinas, and since that's a really local problem, we want to step up and solve that with our Penny Wars. So that's where all our donations are going to go to this year, is to help out that food bank, just give them a kickstart to get back on track.
So pretty much every single year we have the presidents of each class come down and put a little bit into the jar, just to let you know how points work. All pennies, all coins in general, you'll put them into your individual bucket, and those points are all positive. Those are all positive. Dollar bills, you want to put it in other people's buckets, and those will count as like negative points. So if you put a dollar bill into the 12th graders, that's a negative $1 for the 12th graders. It's not, you're not giving them $1. So that's how Penny Wars works. Whoever has the most amount of money by the end of Penny Wars will get a really big party, and you can decide if you want it to be like an ice cream party, a pizza party, or just like a crazy rave. I don't care. Whatever you want exec to pay for, we will pay for what you want. So are the presidents ready?
Are the presidents present?
Yes. Okay, so let's go. Come.
Alright, here we go. So this is the seniors. 11th. So this is going to be going pretty much till the end of April. This will be going till like the end of April. Again, dollar bills are negative points, and then all coins are positive. So that's pretty much the premise. It's going to be kind of where Jeff is standing right there, just in front of Jeff. So just put your money over there. All right.
Quiz bowl today at lunch in room 3. You know, guys, it's still not too late to join, so I'll see you there.
If you're in girls soccer, right after break, come to the gym. Don't forget.
Okay, so for yearbook today, we're going to have a work day, so after school, we'll be in the computer lab just working. And then a golf team will be taking your team photo at the beginning of health fitness today, so just meet me at the front of the, not the drop-off circle, but then the other one where the stairs are. And that's, and yearbook members, make sure to send a picture of yourself to me or Raynell's school emails. Thank you.
Hi, so thank you to everyone who donated plastic bags. Tomorrow we're going to be hosting an event in the quad where we're going to be making plarn, which is like plastic yarn made of the bags. So you can get...
you can get service hours and it's really easy. So
you're literally cutting plastic bags.
Just a reminder, we're going to start selling prom tickets today at lunch. And this will go on starting now all the way through next week.
Yeah, singles tickets are $35, couples tickets are $60. Just remember, you can't buy couples tickets at the door, so get those soon.
And also tomorrow during lunch, junior class will be selling pizza, so pick your mind.
Eighth graders are allowed to go to prom, so if you go here, you are allowed
Yeah.
to go to prom.
Another poetry club meeting today at lunch. It might be in room 8, maybe 9, but we'll see you outside.
I have 2 summer opportunities if you're interested in doing something interesting over the summer. First of all, there is a exchange program with Japan through the Rotary Club. It's a 2-week exchange program in Japan. You're welcome to apply to it, and it actually, I don't think it's open for adults, I'm sorry. But it's mostly funded by the Rotary Club, so it's actually very cheap. I highly recommend looking into it. Talk to me if you're interested. Secondly, if you're interested in doing a 10-day program where you do research into human rights, you design a project and then present it at the United Nations to United Nations human rights officials. I have a program that you can do. It's at the end of June. Please talk to me if you want to do it. Asian history class, this is basically exactly what you've been doing, except you get to go to the United Nations and do it.
First of all, Choral Music B students, we haven't met for a long time, but we will meet tomorrow morning in my room for music reading. Next, it was a fantastic weekend for our highly accomplished York School musicians. First of all, Maddie Jewell, where's Maddie? Hello, Maddie. Maddie was in Pasadena performing with the All-State Honor Choir, and they were fantastic. And in addition to that, it was the Next Generation Jazz Festival here in Santa Cruz. I didn't get to go, here in Monterey, didn't get to go to that. But Cameron Ritchie, Phil Delormier, Anthony Paolini, and Kevin Zamzal Pollock all performed with the instrumental ensembles. John Yeager would have, except he was sick. And then Audrey Musto, CJ Pagazian, and Grace Sizemore all performed with the vocal jazz ensemble. So it was a fantastic weekend, great for jazz, for York School musicians. And there was something even better that I'm going to let Mr. Harmon tell you about.
Yes, it was a great weekend, and the Next Generation Jazz Festival had its inaugural gala kind of event of their own, and the purpose was to, of course, celebrate great student musicians like the ones just named who performed, but they began by giving an award, the first ever award, to the champion of jazz, and that jazz champion was our own Dr. Rob Clubbin. And so York got some great recognition, and Rob Clubbin got some well-deserved recognition, and Audrey Musto was part of the presentation of that award. So a very nice evening all the way around. Speaking of recognitions, I'm holding a very fancy-looking folder with a State of California seal on it and a certificate inside, signed by William Monning, who's our state senator from this area. State of California Senate Certificate of Recognition on the occasion of being awarded Excellence in Theater at the California State Thespian Festival. Barbara Reese. I have a couple other things since there's no sophomore sitting here waiting to give a speech. We've got a couple minutes, right? All right. So the first one is that just to reiterate that penny awards are a fun way to raise money for a particular cause, and as was explained to you, the food bank in Monterey County, we think of Monterey County as having a lot of people who, live really nice lives and have wonderful experiences, but the food bank serves 90,000 people a year. That's a lot of folks who need food. And it burned down, apparently because of arson. Somebody decided to set a fire and burn down the food bank, including all the vehicles they used to deliver. So this is particularly timely. It is very local, so I'll make you a little deal. I will personally match whatever you raise in the penny wars up to $1,000. So bring it on. Bring it on. Now, while I'm up here, and speaking of dollars, a couple of parents approached me because this is the season of the year, you probably are at least somewhat aware of this, that we are simultaneously re-enrolling all of you, well, all of you except you guys, I hope. We are re-enrolling returning students and welcoming newly admitted students. And almost every day I have the great pleasure of signing one of the contracts that parents send in securing a place in the school. And a couple of parents came to me and told me that they weren't sure they understood why, but they were confident that you didn't understand why tuition tends to go up every year, not just at York School, but at every school. So I asked Riley Gaucher, who is your student representative to the Board of Trustees, to meet with me and let's talk about some way that if I can be helpful in presenting information to you like that I'm certainly willing to do so. I would encourage the student council to talk about it. If the student council is interested in this, we could do pie charts and graphs and facts and figures and numbers, because it is expensive to run a school like this, and it does require funds, both donated funds and funds in tuition. So I'm happy to, we're completely transparent about these things. I'm happy to explain any or all of this, but here's the simple explanation. About 3/4 of the York School budget is people, the teachers, salaries, benefits, etc. And from year to year, it's nice to be able to offer the occasional raise to the hardworking teachers. So that's where the biggest chunk of money goes. But there are also a lot of fixed costs, the electricity, the water, those kinds of things, uniforms, dues to the sports leagues, to the music ensemble groups, etc. Those kinds of things. And guess what? Those usually go up every year. Electricity gets more expensive, water gets more expensive, etc. So York School is, by the way, a non-profit. That is, we don't make any money. We lose money every year. As a matter of fact, then we balance the budget because people are generous and contribute money. But we lose money on tuition. But it does tend to go up roughly around the cost of living or slightly above so that we can adjust to the cost of running the school. So that's the simple answer. And maybe you're just fascinated about these details. And if you are, and you want to hear more about them, then let me know via student council or whatever. Happy to talk to you about it. We do a meeting for parents every year, and some of them are fascinated and come, and the others, I guess, are, well, whatever, and they don't come and hear about it. So you just let me know. Always happy to answer your questions about what's going on. And particularly, I appreciate when you come in, and sometimes students do, and faculty do, because you've heard some rumor. Like, here's my great latest favorite rumor. Somebody came and told me that they had heard that we had spent umpteen $1,000 on wood chips. And what's the deal with spending all of our tuition money on wood chips? So, just to let you know, because that's an interesting little rumor, the wood chips come from a tree business that's run by the parent of a York alum, and the wood chips are free. So we didn't spend any money on wood chips. So if you've got a really pressing concern about wood chips or anything related, just come on in to see me. Or create a forum in which we can talk about this. I'd be happy to do so. Because it's your school, you deserve to know as many of the details as you want, including the mind-numbingly boring ones, if you prefer. Thank you very much.
So yeah, anyways, the next 2 days are a big day for a lot of seniors, so just remember, be relaxed, don't worry, life will go on no matter what happens. It's alright.
And then just one last thing about the Penny Wars. If a pizza party or whatever party you want isn't enough for you want to help, if being matched by Mr. Harmon isn't enough for you to want to help, maybe it's knowing that it's going to a really fantastic cause and a very local cause. So please, 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 we're going to try and get those water bins up as soon as possible. So please donate. That'd be really awesome.
And yeah, just remember they'll be in that little entrance area right under the exit.
All right, cool. Thanks. Go to class.